and see my family.
So
So
what are like the logistics of touring
yeah, I mean, well, there's lots.
for you?
Do you mean like flights
For
and?
you, like what is your process like when you're going on, say, a European tour? Like what is?
Oh, okay. Well, for me as the artist, I've got it really lucky and really generally pretty easy. Besides, obviously, having to kick ass on trombone or whatever, But like,
Besides being awesome.
besides the actual art part, the logistics, yeah, man. I'll get a text or email, from the higher ups, management or agency, or most of the time it's Ian, the guitarist in the band. He kind of does the flights and a lot of the logistics. But for a big one like Europe or something, the higher ups will send an email like, here are your flights, and you're this person in this car will pick you up, take you to the hotel. You'll be checked in. Like it kind of is like the movies like that a little bit, where like people are just there to kind of take care of you. In Europe, not so much the United States. There are places though where the hospitality is incredible, but yeah, like in the States though, I'll get a text from Ian. Like, yo, got more dates, or we should have a shared calendar, so we'll see like some things that are on hold, and then once they get confirmed, we generally know like a year in advance where we'll be, which is really awesome.
Nice.
It's killer.
That's so nice.
Like, it's killer, yeah. And obviously some dates get added later in the game or whatever, but for the most part, I can really plan. It's weird because I can plan and I can't plan. If Autumn's watching this, she'll be laughing, but. Especially right now, post-COVID, we're kind of scrambling to pick up where we left off, and there are a lot of states that we can't really play 100% yet in, so we're hop-skipping around. But yeah, normally I know where we'll be a long time in advance.
What's it looking like post-COVID?
We're busy.
Starting?
Yeah, the probably every weekend for the rest of the year. Will be out, which is awesome. We're not doing that many long, like 6 weeks out. Those are grueling. Not sleeping in your own bed for that long. Even 2 weeks. 2 weeks is pushing it for sanity levels. Living out of a suitcase. Entertaining every day or whatever. But our model is generally Thursday through Sunday, somewhere in the country. So tomorrow's Virginia Beach. Then I'm back here. And then next week is Aspen Monday, New Orleans Tuesday, and then Memphis, Nashville, and 2 other smaller cities throughout the rest of the week. And then it's back to LA for a week, and then Salt Lake City or something like that.
So this is an opportunity to see all these different cities.
Mm-hmm.
At least I know you're working and you're exhausted.
Oh yeah, but you get to go to new places for sure.
So what are some of your favorite cities?
Dude, some of my favorite cities. I love Seattle. I had such a good time in Seattle. Obviously, it's kind of cheating to say New Orleans, but I'm there like every 2 weeks. And if you've never been to New Orleans, you gotta go. It's like Europe. It's like no rules and music 24 hours a day, almost damn near 24 hours a day.
This was like in fall 2019. Wasily and I were bartending a Buffalo Bills game at the station.
Yeah, we were.
And I was asking you about New Orleans, and you said you were there 24 weekends of the year.
I was there. The actual math was 1 day out of every 13 days in 2019. I was in New Orleans. So, but I wasn't. It wasn't like I was there like 1 day and then gone for 13. I would be there for like 2 weeks or something for Jazz Fest, or we start a lot of tours there because we have a souped up Sprinter that we ride in. So I'll fly into town, we'll rehearse or record or something, and then leave from New Orleans on a run on the highways. So, but yeah, I'll be in New Orleans next week. I always say I can drive around New Orleans without GPS. I know it that well now, but it's a world-class city for food, arts and entertainment, and just rich musical culture.
I want to get back to New Orleans.
Yeah, sure.
But like what
other cities?
New Orleans,
yeah, Seattle. Let me think. We always, dude, low-key, we always have a great time in Baltimore. Baltimore, man. Baltimore. Right? Isn't that weird? Yeah. Baltimore, there's some really, really killer crab cakes places. We go to this place called Mother's that's like, whenever we go, we have like food spots that we love as a band. And a lot of times the owners or the servers or whatever love us, so they'll just take care of us, which is the best, dude. It's like total perks, All you got to do is wear a Mother's T-shirt on stage or whatever. But Burlington, Vermont is awesome. Burlington, Vermont.
Is Vermont like sneaky?
Oh, Vermont's amazing, dude. Yeah, they got it figured out over there. Where else do we like to play? Charleston, South Carolina is always a really good time. I'm trying to think other cities we do really well in. Generally in the South. Whenever we play Austin, Antone's is always off the chain. And there's, what's it called? Just north of San Francisco, Mill Valley. Whenever we play up there, it's like billionaire tech money. Yeah, it's like all these old rock stars live there, and they always come through, and it's like Bonnie Raitt was at our last show, up there. It's just like hanging out. So it's crazy. But yeah, Colorado too is beautiful. I don't really love the elevation part of Colorado. Playing trombone at 9,000 feet is really difficult, to be completely honest. But the people there are so obsessed with live music, you can't not love it. So where else is, what? Salt Lake City's kind of fun too.
Salt Lake City.
You'd think like, Mormon, like no one's drinking and partying, but like every show we play there is lit. People are like partying. So yeah, man, we get to go all over.
What about outside the States?
Outside the States, I mean, man, when we I played in Brazil with members of the band. It was a different project, but dude, people ask like, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? And my instant response is always Sao Paulo, Brazil, dude. Sao Paulo, Brazil is off the chain.
Why is that? What's it like?
Well, like, imagine a culture so deeply rooted in enjoying your life and having a good time. It does a wreck for the economy, obviously, but like, they love music, man. There's music everywhere. They love food. They're out until like we were there and it was like 5 a.m. We've been like hanging all night, and this guy's like, "Are you ready to go out?" I'm like, "Dog, we've been out for like 12 hours." And they're like, "No, it's time for a crazy party, It's like, what? And I don't even mean like, drinking or any of that stuff. I just mean like every night there's music somewhere and every club is packed and people are just like being social. It's a very extroverted place. I'm a serious extrovert. So I don't know, I just really gelled with it well. And it's massive. Like, you feel lost there in a really cool way. So if you ever get the chance to go. And then Australia is really cool too.
What's Australia like?
Man, they love Americans and they love American musicians. When I always say this, and I mean no disrespect to other cultures when it comes to music and whatnot, but there are some things Americans do really well, and one of those things is music, live music. In Europe, they kind of treat us like aliens. They're like, how are you able to do what you're doing? And we're all like, I don't know, man. We just like, this is our stuff, And I would say there's like a good 10 to 12 year. I'm not speaking for all of Europe, of course, but like they're a good 10 to 12 years behind in terms of sort of innovating new sounds and music and whatnot. There are some cats in London, obviously, there are people who are next level in the jazz scene, of course, but for pop and stuff, it's really coming from the States. So when you leave, all those people in Europe, Australia, Asia, popular music in America is popular music around the world, so they will wait around for the Americans to come tour, and there's like 2 shows in their whole country. Imagine if like your favorite artist is from France and they always hang out in France, and then they're like, hey, we're coming to America, we're playing New York and LA. It's like, yo, what? If they were your favorite band and you had the funds, you would go. So these people travel for miles to these huge festivals and like love it. They like live for it. It'd be like it's the 1 p.m. stage or whatever at a fest is generally not that packed. Oh, dude, over there,
really
packed. Yeah. So Australia's cool though, man. They were super friendly and like everyone's beautiful and like the trees look crazy and the animals look crazy. Everything just looks totally different. So, but it's a really cool place.
Yeah, Australia is more and more on my radar. Some of my favorite bands are from Australia.
Oh yeah? Who are some of your favorite bands?
I like Tame Impala.
Yeah, of course.
Miami Horror.
I don't know that band.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
I'm thinking about planning a trip in April to go see them in Berlin.
Dude,
Germany.
You should do that. That would be sick.
I feel like now I try to set moments for myself and then work towards it like a sprint,
That's awesome.
and that would be a cool thing to do.
That's definitely that would be something awesome to look forward to. That's
Right?
for sure. Yeah,
'Cause then
man.
I feel like having something that far out, it just motivates you to
Totally.
be prepared and do what you can. until
Exactly.
the moment.
There are times I wish I still had that feeling. Obviously, for the really big shows, like we're opening for Dave Matthews at the Gorge in September, and that's going to be insane. That's like 40,000 people, and like it's going to be sold out. It's like the first tour they're back. So like those really big ones, you really look forward to. But then tomorrow in Virginia Beach, very well may catch me off guard, and it might be really, really fun. So you never know.
Being in the moment.
Yes.
Just, appreciate it.
Definitely. Being present is, super important as an artist.